Sometimes while working with Excel, we need to go back and forth between worksheets to refer to certain cells. This makes the whole exercise very tedious and makes it difficult to read those formulas later on. If you're looking for a very simple solution to all this, then you must understand defined names. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. If you look at this data, we have a list of few orders. We need to calculate the tax for each sale. There are 4 types of tax rates that are given on the worksheet data sheet. Now, if we were to write this formula, then we will follow these steps. In the cell D2, we will write C2 multiplied by, and then we will go to the data sheet and click on cell B1. Enter. When we come back to the sheet, our formula reads as C2 multiplied by data sheet in single quotes and then followed by an exclamation and then B1. Despite this being a simple expression, the formula is not so easy to read. And to make matters worse, often people hide the data sheet so that no one edits the data and it becomes all the more difficult to understand. Now let's look at how defined name ranges make it easier. The first method we will use is by giving a name using the name box. I'll go to data sheet and click on cell B1. In this name box on top left, where we have the cell reference B1, let's write a new name here called tax rate 1. Enter. If I randomly write equal to tax rate 1 in a cell, it gives me the value 0.07, which is same as 7%. Now let's go to the products sheet. We can now write the formula as C2 multiplied by tax rate 1. 7% of 1000 is 70. We can copy the formula. So we can see 3 advantages of defining names. First, we need not toggle between sheets and we can write the formula easy by staying at the products sheet. Second, it is easier to understand when you read the formula. C2 into tax rate 1. Third, as you copy, you need not worry about fixing the reference for the tax range. Let's look at the second method for creating a defined name. We go to the data sheet, click on cell B2. In the formulas menu, click on define name. We can give the name as tax rate 2 and in refers to it is already referring to the correct cell. In case it was anything different, we could have used the selection tool and provided the correct value. Press OK. Going back to products sheet, if in the cell E2 I write C2 multiplied by tax rate 2, then I get the answer with 8% tax. I can copy the formula like before. Now let's look at the third method. Instead of clicking on define name, I will go to the formulas tab and click on name manager. You can see the existing names here. I'll click on new. From here, things should be familiar. We will give a name tax rate 3. And in refers to, we will select the required cell, press OK and then close. We can write the formula now in cell F2. Let's look at one last bit. I'll go to the data sheet, select the cell B4 and click on define name. Give the name as tax rate 4. And now in scope, I will, instead of selecting workbook, which means the entire Excel file, I will restrict the scope to data sheet. Press OK. If I write tax rate 4 somewhere here on this sheet, I can see the value. However, if I go to products and try to write tax rate 4, I don't see the definition. This is because we had restricted the scope to data sheet. So this is very helpful if you want the name to be available only on a worksheet and not in the entire workbook. Defined names are very helpful when you're working with large sheets or creating financial models or creating lists. It's a simple yet a very powerful feature of Excel. Hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.